So it's not a bad thing that we exercise this caution.
There weren't just religious questions. A young student in England named Isaac Herzog had chemistry tests run on the dye, and what he discovered appeared to sink the cuttlefish. Could a chemist delay the Messiah? So after 1,300 years, the mystery is solved. The cuttlefish is named as the harbinger of messianic times. The end of days is that much closer. But then a young student in England sends the cuttlefish dye for chemical analysis.
Herzog wrote a doctorate on tchelet in 1914. And he sent away to Radzyn to get their recipes and to get an example, a specimen of the dyed tchelet, and he sent it off to chemical laboratories, and those laboratories came back with the result that the blue that was found in the Radzyn tchelet was synthetic. Now, synthetic means it doesn't come from a living animal.
Chemical analysis revealed the Radzyner blue to be Prussian blue, a commercially produced painter's color. It turned out that you didn't need the cuttlefish to get the blue. You just needed all the other chemicals in the recipe. It didn't matter that the cuttlefish blood was added. It could be any blood.
It could be ox blood, my blood.
Exactly.
You still get the blue.
Exactly. Ferric ferrocyanide is Prussian blue, which means it comes from iron and cyanide, right? Iron was added. It was added as part of the chemical. So the iron is an integral part. The cyanide comes from the nitrogen and carbon. But that means that anything that has nitrogen and carbon in it, if it's raised to the proper temperature and prepared correctly, would give you the same cyanide that you need in order to do it.
But you still needed the cuttlefish.
But you could use cuttlefish, you could use chopped liver.
Okay, but that's different.
Fish. But the point was, the chilazon is such an important part of the tradition of the tchelet. It can't be that the chilazon was just an incidental ingredient. And you could have just as easily used any other source of protein.
I heard people, talking about the Prussian blue and everything. The Bible said we should use blue. It's coming from this fish. It had its reason, right? If it could be done from something else, that's not proof that this wasn't used.
Just because you can get it from something else doesn't mean, it doesn't invalidate.
The cuttlefish, right? Because I would give you an example. There is alcohol that is derived from wheat. There's alcohol derived from grapes. Now, if you would drink alcohol on Passover from wheat, it is a big sin. But if you drink alcohol that comes from grapes, from fruit, from citrus, it's 100% okay. Our Bible, chemically, they are the same content. The same alcohol. If you put it through a chemist, I don't think you'll be able to make a difference between A and B. Just the Torah, we do not understand. Everything is a question from where it comes.
So which